Today we have the ability to communicate with one another no matter where we are instantly. This is a blessing and a curse, as our credibility is now in question more than ever, from the sheer lack of in-person communication. My name is Thomas Walter, and I wish to present to my viewers the deceptions involved with mobile dating and the dangers of these practices. We are often surrounded by the instant access to communicate with one another, allowing for quicker connections, sharing our feelings, interests, and so forth. It opens up a lot of negative possibilities, as there are so many other factors to consider when mobile dating conversations are at play. The main topics I wanted to brush over were impressions management, self-impression, and availability management goals. The research article I chose was by Jones in 2018, titled Deceptions in Mobile Dating Conversations, which discusses the topic of the many dangerous factors in mobile dating. This article relates specifically to Chapter 9, Managing Interpersonal Conflict, Managing Emotions, and Managing Conflict. There are 6 important steps to understanding this process. It involves recognizing emotions, asking to go away from conflict, getting a clear understanding, and applying collaboration. When considering impressions management, it is our attempt to control how others see us. Specifically with mobile dating, we are attempting to form a preferable image as we see ourselves fit. We express our strengths, personalities, and so forth. And we expect that from this honesty on mobile dating, it will help us find individuals that are similar to us. For my research findings, I found in Hypothesis 1 that researchers were studying the use of facilitating romantic relationships, claiming that nearly 1/4 of young adults use online dating or mobile applications to form romantic relationships. And the frequency nearly doubles for those of same-sex dating platforms. This was discovered by Blackwell, Burnhams, and Abbott in 2015. The impact of its widespread use has more reach today with social media. My second hypothesis is deceptions during the discovery phase were instrumental for achieving self-presentation and availability management. I would like to relate this to the fallacy of approval from Chapter 9. Finally, for hypothesis 3, I found that in study 2, 45% of impression management deceptions, 58 of 131, were butler lies to manage availability, while participants often lied about their activities. The deception consensus effect, consistent with the false consensus effect of H1, in both studies were observed a strong positive relationship between the number of lies reported by the participant and the perceived number of deceptive messages from the partner, found in Figure 2. The correlations are consistent with the idea that people are often biased in how they perceive the actions of others. This is from Epley in 2018. The more we lie, the more we believe our partners lied. I found that an H1 was a very interesting takeaway from the article. It demonstrates the back and forth commentary that becomes practically meaningless with no substance. With the constant lying, it will make the relationship less authentic over time, all for an effort to maintain an image. Hypothesis 1's main takeaways is that most dating is created through online platforms. Hypothesis 2, I discovered that your self-image and presentation to individuals on these platforms are very important to any future interaction. For hypothesis 3, I found the more we lie, the more we believe our partners lie. So to be truthful, and this may not occur. For self-impression, I found that when attempting to achieve a relationship through social media, we use self-enhancement. This involves attempting to boost our physical appearance, increase our appeals to others, using props to enhance our appeals, and using social media to gain more attention. When applying this all, I found that an interpersonal relationship I had with a girl on Snapchat had trouble translating into real life. The main issue is my lack of connections in a person-to-person approach on her on a casual level. In relation to the article and Chapter 9, I tend to worry about my self-impression each time we interact. Therefore, I like keeping our meetings minimum but impactful when it happens. I wish to leave a lasting impression while not overselling myself. Often I use props. You could say to the use of Snapchat, never taking a full picture and always using a half of my face. Now, in terms of new information, some new ideas I learned were this 2-study paper that evaluated the frequency of deception in mobile dating conversations during the discovery phase. Consistent with deception theory, we observed that most people were generally honest, but the lies were more commonly told to advance self-presentation and availability management goals. The number of lies reported by the participant were also correlated with the number of perceived deceptions from the partner. For future People should stop lying and focus on the dynamics of the relationship of mobile interactions, so that way the relationships have a better chance of continuing in the future. When considering availability management goals, this directly correlates to maintaining self-presentation through availability management. The article showcased that often both individuals lie about the same as the relationship continued. It is all about maintaining the image to people. Given how much we want to maintain it as available as possible and not hurting anyone's feelings, leaves a lot up to interpretation. It's truly interesting to see the length individuals go to protect their self-image. Perhaps it weighs a lot more than individuals realize, given all the deceptions involved in mobile dating. In conclusion, we're so frequently surrounded by the immediate access to communicate with each other, allowing for faster connections, sharing our emotions, interests, and so forth. And it opens up quite a few negative possibilities, as there are so many different factors to consider while mobile dating conversations are in play. With this in mind, we must be careful when considering online interactions and truly evaluate that if it fits our best interests. Thank you.